because so many guys get busted.
You as a young fighter, you came into this league and I was
surrounded by it.
You were surrounded. And I was going to ask you, like you're very, very tight-lipped about all this, and all you guys are. And I understand that.
It's guy code.
But I've had candid conversations with other fighters and with you. You came in when testing wasn't as stringent. And I've heard you say that probably 95%, 90%, and I've heard this figure from other people, that's how high it was for people doing steroids. And so every time it happens, you're just so not surprised. It was that rampant. It's been that widespread.
100%. I think it's it's part
so the minute you get in,
I think all sports are like that, to be honest. But in MMA, it's just so different because you'll be training next to someone who's doing the exact same amount of work than you or less, and they're performing better, or they're more jacked, or they have better cardio. And like, what is going on here, man?
Wow.
So
hard to compete with the next guy.
But it's also combat sports. So if I'm juiced to the gills and I'm ragged on you around, punching in the face, it's going to have a direct effect on your career and your health.
Or how about in the third round when you start getting tired, he's not tired, your hands come down, he knocks you out. There's so many ways to get injured when you're dealing with a guy who's on drugs.
Take all that out. Pro sports, track and field. It just got announced that Russia's entire government had a doping plan for all the athletes, right? All right, cool. I don't think, not that I can remember right now, I think this is the biggest black eye the UFC's ever taken. UFC 200.
You mean with
the biggest black eye
with Brock and with Jon Jones?
As far as the public, as far as trying to be mainstream, because you sell for $4 billion trying to be mainstream, and your biggest card of the year, which, it sold decent. It didn't sell like UFC 100. Don't get it twisted. It just didn't. Your biggest card of the year, you sign a guy from the WWE, you put up the bat signal, he fails a steroid test, which we kind of knew. You're fucking crazy. Those guys, the UFC brass is too smart not to assume that this was a possibility.
Well, they probably assumed he got clean in time to pass the test, right?
Not a chance. Not a chance.
So they just knew he'd probably fail.
I think so. And then it's like, well, what can you do?
Business.
1.2 million sales.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Who's going to be like, dude, come on, man. So it's just the ultimate honey dicking. It's just the ultimate.
Jon Jones was the tough one.
Jon Jones is a tough one.
That was a tough one.
Jon Jones is a tough one. But again, it's like.
We knew Brock might have been a one and done. Whereas Jon Jones is supposed to be your champion coming back. You want that belt on him, the invincible Jon Jones.
He's the only undefeated fighter.
All that stuff.
No one can beat him. And then Jon fails for estrogen blockers. So then both those guys out for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So I can't think. I mean, I'm sure some fans will be like, well, what about this one? I can't think in regulation. I can't think of a bigger black guy the UFC's taken in a long time.